Hello folks, we're back again. We're busy with the videos today. This time we are doing, going to be doing the next part of the rhubarb, which is part 6. Yeah. And before we get on with it, I just thought I'd have a quick word about rhubarb. It's something we often grow on allotments, or you have in your garden, and quite often you have too much to deal with. For instance, this year I had about 300 sticks off my plants, and this was before I knew Nigel, and so I was basically giving it away to everyone. But making wine is one use of getting rid of quite a few sticks.
I wonder how many sticks go into a gallon.
Good question. I'm trying to think. That first time when I brought the rhubarb to you, no, not the first time, because have we made 2 lots?
Yeah, but we only filmed 1.
Oh, yeah. Second time, I think I picked maybe about 15 sticks or thereabouts, I think.
Yeah.
Chopped it up. It might have been less. It depends obviously on the size of the stick size.
Yeah, they were quite long, weren't they, some of those? You know, they're pretty substantial.
Yeah. And obviously they get bigger and bigger each year as the plants get more mature. But I think it's something we'll probably be making more of next year.
I think so, yeah.
We'll have a...
I think the first thing we've got to do is just to make sure this is on track. So, Julie, if you hold this glass about there, and we'll just take a little drop of liquid out to see what the taste is like. So I'm just going to lower a sterilised piece of tubing in there, and I put the glass just there next to the mouth of the thing. That's it, and then there we go.
Oh, look at that, folks. Do you see that?
It may taste odd because it's only half made.
Yeah.
But is there any alcohol in it? Could you taste that?
Yeah, it's hot again. It's got that burning sensation.
Oh yes, it has, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a bit rhubarby, as it should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be very good. And it hasn't got that horrible stagnant taste, which is known as mouse, that you sometimes get with wine.
Yeah.
Because some wines, when it's half made, you take a sip and you think, well, that's a good flavour, and then all of a sudden this awful aftertaste, this stagnant aftertaste hits you. And that's because the yeast hasn't settled properly.
Right. And
if that happens, it's nothing to worry about. You just leave it a fortnight or 3 weeks or a month or 2 and it disappears. Right.
For those of you again who have not watched the previous videos, Nigel's a wine expert. I haven't really touched wine since a teenager, to be honest, so it's all new to me tasting.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we've got to get rid of all this sediment at the bottom. Well, perhaps not all of it in one go, but we'll get rid of most of it, because if we can take the top layer off the sediment, it will clear more quickly, and so we'll get a better wine faster. So I'm going to find... Oh, here we are. Here's my demijohn, which I cleaned a few minutes ago. Put that there. And there should be somewhere, you know, whenever I want something, it's in there. I'll just go and get it. I've got my funnel.
Okay. All exciting stuff, folks, isn't it? Right? All this wine we've been making. How many bottles do you think we've made? Or will have made, I should say.
Well, I think we've made about...
Is it 5 gallons we've made?
Yeah, about 5 gallons, so that'll be round about 30 bottles, perhaps a little bit less. Because if you get a lot of sediment, you only get 5.5 bottles to a gallon.
Yeah, and we've still got loganberries in the freezer.
Yeah, yeah. So, now what do we do? Yeah, let's take the cork out there, put the label across, and then instead of siphoning, which takes ages and you have to keep cleaning the pipes and everything, I'm just going to pour it in it's clearing quite well on its own. It's not going to be that long before it's well, not ready, but it should be more or less fit to drink in, let's say, another 6 weeks.
Will it go a bit sweeter?
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
It tastes a little bit odd because it's got the yeast still in suspension.
Okay.
And if we find it's not sweet enough, we can always add a little bit more sugar. Now when you pour this, you've got to do it very, very smoothly in one action. I've done this hundreds of times, so I know how not to jerk the demijohn. It's like decanting a pint of beer with sediment in the bottom of the bottle. You only get one chance. There you go. And now we need to do a bit of topping up. I'll put that there, I think, and put that out of the way. Right, I'm going to top this up with a mixture of apple juice and water. I don't want to use neat apple juice because that will probably add a bit too much sugar.
And if you've not already watched the Loganberry video, what we've done, the reason for this is if we left it where it was, there'd be too much of a surface area which could potentially get germs on the side.
Well, yeah,
is that the right word?
That's right. You get bacteria may
Bacteria,
get
that's what I was
in,
thinking of.
and if they do, you'll get some oxidation, which means, in layman's terms, you just go off.
Right.
You get a sort of white, unpleasant
Scum.
white deposit, scum on the top. Yeah.
See, I can be technical as well.
Yeah, excellent. Right. So that can go there. Oh, that's the wrong. Of course, it's a different size top, isn't it, for that demijohn? So I've got to find a different size cork.
That's what happens, folks, when you've got when they change the measurements. You know, when you've got imperial and metric and American sizes and God knows what. You always have to be prepared.
Here we are. I found one. Here we go. Yeah. Another of my homemade airlocks with a bit of tape on across the bung and a pinhole in it. There we go. That's fine.
Brilliant.
So that's job done. So we now have to leave that for probably another few weeks. Then it should be much clearer, and then soon after that we'll be into bottling.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.